still in early light. The world was wrapped in silent night. But lo, behold, on this bright day, the stone was rolled, he walked away.
A gift of grace, a second chance, a rise and hope in life's long dance. This Easter morn, let hearts all say, we live because he rose today. Thank you.
Now we have few monologues which share the voices of those who were close to Jesus, who feared, doubted, cried, and then believed.
I am Peter. When they came for him, I ran. I said I didn't know him 3 times. And when the rooster crowded, my heart broke. But when I saw him again, alive, he forgave me. And that was when I knew that love had conquered fear.
I am a Roman soldier, but when he died, the earth shook and the sky turned dark. And this was no ordinary man, and I knew truly he was the Son of God.
I am Mary. I was standing at the tomb weeping. The one who had saved me was gone. But then I heard my name. Mary, he said. The one who had saved me was alive.
I am Thomas. They told me he was alive, but I did not believe them. I said, not until I could see the wounds in his hands. Then he came to me. He didn't scold me. He just said, touch and believe. I fell to my knees of my God and of my Lord.
Now that we have heard the voices, let's understand the full meaning of Easter. Here's a short and insightful presentation by my classmates.
Easter is an important Christian festival that celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. According to the Bible, Jesus was crucified on Good Friday and rose from dead on the 3rd day, which is celebrated as Easter Sunday. Easter does not have a fixed date. It is celebrated on the first Sunday after the full moon and usually between March 22 and April 25.
Before Easter, Christians observe Lent, a 40-day period of prayer and fasting. The final week called the Holy Week includes Palm Days, Easter Sunday and a Good Friday. Easter is also celebrated with fun religious customs like decorating Easter eggs, which represent a new life. Children participate in Easter egg hunts for which they receive gifts and chocolates. Easter is both a religious and a joyful celebration. Thank you.
The crucifixion of Jesus, the central event in Christian faith, symbolizing his sacrifice for the salvation of humanity. After being betrayed by Judas, Jesus was arrested, tried by Jewish soldiers,
You can read because stand here and you can read.
and brought before the Roman governor Pontius Pilate. Though Pilate found no fault in him, he still gave it the crowd's demand and crucified the Jesus on the Good Friday.
Jesus was beaten, he was mocked with a crown of thorns. And despite this, he was sent with his cross to Golgotha, where he was placed between 2 criminals. Despite this, he showed compassion and showed forgiveness. And later on, when this all was taking place, his last words stated that it is finished, stating that his mission on the earth is done and what he came to has been established. The Christians believe that the death of Jesus was the fulfillment of their sins and ferocity and the love of God. Jesus was buried in a tomb. He was rescued. His rescuation was taken place 3 days later, known as Easter. The Easter was known as the love after death and the proof to eternal life. Thank you.
The resurrection of Jesus is the most important event in Christianity. celebrated on Easter Sunday. According to the Bible, Jesus rose from the dead on the third day after his crucifixion, overcoming death and fulfilling divine prophecy. After being buried in a sealed tomb, his body was discovered missing by several women, including Mary Magdalene.
An angel told them that Jesus was alive. He later appeared to his disciples and many others, offering peace and proving that he was alive through his teachings and wounds. The resurrection is the resurrection confirms Jesus as the Son of God and his message of salvation. For Christians, this marks the victory over evil, over sin and death, and promise of eternal life for all who believe. It also marks the beginning of Christian Church's mission to spread the gospel. The resurrection is a powerful symbol of hope, renewal, and the transformative power of God's love and grace.
So I'll be talking about eggs. Easter eggs symbolize new life and resurrection. As a chick hatches from its egg, the egg represents Jesus rising from the tomb, giving hope and renewal to the world.
The Easter lilies are white flowers symbolizing purity, hope, and resurrection. They are often used in the churches during the Easter to represent Jesus' return to life and the promise of heaven.
The cross. The cross is the most important Christian symbol as it represents Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection. It reminds believers of his sacrifices for humanity.
The Easter candle symbolizes Jesus as the light of the world, bringing hope and truth. It represents a new life, victory over darkness, and the presence of Christ amongst his followers.
What an inspiring presentation. Easter reminds us that it's never end. There is always another sunrise.
Global Easter celebrations. Easter is celebrated around the world in diverse and meaningful ways, reflecting both religious traditions and cultural customs. In Christian communities, Easter Sunday marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ and is often observed with church services, hymns, and joyful gatherings. In Italy and Spain, elaborate processions and reenactments of the Passion of Christ take place during the Holy Week.
In the Philippines, Salugong celebrates with the meeting of the risen Christ and his mother Mary. Meanwhile, in the USA, Canada, and Australia, people celebrate with egg hunts, chocolate bunnies, and festive meals. In Germany and other parts of Eastern Europe, people decorate their homes with Easter eggs and light Easter fires. Despite the different customs, Easter celebrations across the world share a common theme of renewal, hope, and joy, uniting the people of faith together of gratitude and celebration.
Easter teaches powerful lessons that resonate deeply with people of faith. At its heart, Easter is about hope, renewal, and victory over suffering. The resurrection of Jesus Christ shows that even in the darkest moments, light and life can triumph. It reminds us that failure, pain, and death are not the end, but can lead to transformation and new beginnings. Easter also teaches us the value of sacrifice and love. Jesus gave his life for humanity, showing the depth of God's love.
It encourages believers
encourages believers to show compassion, forgiveness, and selflessness in their own lives. The message of Easter inspires faith in God's promises even when the path is difficult. It also emphasizes the power of forgiveness.
It also emphasizes the power of forgiveness, both divine and human. Ultimately, Easter calls us to live with hope, serve others with love, and trust that renewal is always possible no matter the challenges we face.